Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Covered Color. My name is Max Convexity. This is the show where I talk about these high-yield option strategy funds. So let's start over here with Defiance and see, of course, what's going on, but we'll also look at some others. Starting here with Triple QI, they sold options for 107 points. Remember how yesterday I was shocked that they only received 83 points? Well, today volatility's back up, and there's a number that came out 9 minutes ago, and I haven't even checked the markets yet. Let's see if the market's selling off, and no, it isn't. Let's look at the NASDAQ just to make sure it's not selling off, but doesn't appear to be. I mean, that's a 30-minute bar, but whatever the number was, it hasn't been, it must not have been too bad yet. Okay. So these guys sold options for 107 points. They sold the 19780 strike. So that's the magic number, 19780, right? Yeah, that's the number we need to be over to be out of the money. And we want to be out of the money because we sold the options. So this price, this number right here will tell us if we're in the money or not. It says 0, out of the money. Perfect. Going for 1.1, realizing 1.1 at this early point in the day. Look at this, 94 cents a freaking share. That's incredible. Coming from $1.35 down. I mean, that's freaking incredible. All right, so let's look over here at the dividend estimate. This is $1.33. Which isn't as high as it's ever been before. Well, wait, I take that back. No, that would be a record for that one. All right, let's look at JEPY. These guys sold options for 22, which is 30% more than yesterday, 40%, 50% more than yesterday, something like that, 40%. All right, well, nice job. So what's the strike price? Well, the strike price is 56.10. 56.10 is the magic number. So we just need to make sure the current market is over 56.10, which it is. So if it is, then this number should say 0 right here, which it does. So this means they're going for 403,000 and they're realizing 403,000. See what a difference that the implied volatility makes when it picks up? Yesterday they made 300,000, we'll call it. They were going for 294. They didn't even make all of it. They made 260 something. Okay. Well, today they're going, instead of going for 300, we'll just round up. They're going for 400. It's a 50% difference. Remember back here when I was eyeballing it and said 40%? Well, no, it was 50%. We can tell it's the difference between these two numbers, which is actually a little bit. Well, no, I take that back. It is about 40%. But in any event, it is a nice boost involved. It is a nice boost involved, and $1.04 on the dividend estimate would be, I mean, on the running earnings per share would be awesome, especially considering we were down $1.38 not too long ago. $1.03 is the estimate on the distribution, so that'll work. Pretty dang good month, right? Okay, so IWMY, these guys sold options for 12, where they were actually almost 13, where they sold them for 9 yesterday, so that's a nice boost also. Strike price is 21.37. So that's the magic number. We're going to put the price of the market right here. Market's at 21.54. So it's out of the money. So this number will say 0. All right. So we're going for 715,000. We're realizing 715,000, which would take these guys to negative 6 cents a share on the month, which would be pretty dang good considering they came from down $1.05 or down $1.49 at one point. Jesus. All right. So now USOY. Let's look at USOY graphically. These guys trade USO, and they need the price of oil, which is what USO tracks, to turn around and go up. And oil gapped up today versus yesterday's close. We'll see if it can hold the gap and start going this way. But by the end of the day, if these funds aren't going to have a loss, we want the price of USO to be back somewhere in this green area, if not preferably at the top line or over. Okay. All right. So now let's see what's shaking on the buffer report. Okay, so the buffer report. Let's see if this is fresh. Maybe I'll hit refresh. Make sure it is fresh. You guys going to watch my interview with Pre-Pestrichelli today? All right. Well, hopefully you guys will be there. SPY T catching all this upside. JEPY not doing great on the upside at this point in the day. JEPI doing a little better than JEPY. The standouts, the bullish standouts, are going to be YMAG. Triple QY looks really good at this point in the day. SPY T looks really good. Triple QI looks good. ULTY outperforming on the upside. Great job, ULTY. IWMY having a really nice day today. All right, so let's see what else we can get ourselves into. Okay, so this is the buffer report for KQQQ. I made a separate video on this yesterday, but this just basically shows you in the lifetime of KQQQ, it's outperforming it's what I would call its peer funds, and it's even outperforming its benchmark. The benchmark, of course, would be, I use NASDAQ for that one, but you can see, and that's including that big drawdown we had. Some of those other funds were down 11, 12, 13%, even though the market was just down 12, but not KQQQ, though. KQQQ recovered the fastest of any of them as of right now. So let me see if this is updating. We could have this update live with today's prices, but I don't think it's catching today's prices yet. Let's hit refresh and see if we can get a quote for today. I guess not. Maybe today's still not available. Oh, I see why it is. Okay, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Now we'll go back to our handy dandy chart and see if we're still up. This will be a live chart, or somewhat live. It looks like it's the same as yesterday still. I don't think it did catch the next day. Well, let's just look at it graphically. Oh, it didn't catch it because I did not copy this part down. I have to copy the whole row down, right? Now let's look at the handy dandy live chart. Yeah, still hasn't updated, but let's hit refresh. Anyway, I'm looking forward to my interview with Jay. It's going to be after the market closes at 3:15. I'm thinking about just broadcasting it live. I don't know, but in any event, I'm thinking about a noon. You guys want to get together at noon for a live stream? Be there. I'll post a link here in a little while, but we can do a little 1 hour prep between noon and 1, and that's Central Time, Texas time. So it'd be 1 and 2 Eastern time. You have to adjust accordingly for your time zone. I don't know why this isn't updating live, but let's just go back to what I said the first time. Let's go back to the graphical. Is that right? Yeah. All right. Well, KQQQ is now behind the benchmark. Benchmark's now up 28 bips. KQQQ is only up 24 bips. But then in third place would be JEPQ. JEPQ is a steady Eddie. We love that one. And then in fourth place would be FEPI, down about 4%. Fifth place would be YMAG. And then bringing up the rear is old YMAX. All right. So that's the buffer report for KQQQ. Sorry, the chart isn't updating live. This is the other buffer report. And then I have a third report I've been working on also. We've already taken a look at this report. That report needs some work, but then we also have this. All right. This is the volatility report. These are the funds that pretty much directly trade volatility. I have a bad data on there. The JPY is not up 12 points. I don't know why that's saying that, but everything on this side of it is accurate. That's the average, and of course, the average for JPY isn't really up that much. Why in the hell is it doing that? I just looked at it this morning. So I don't understand why this just doesn't work. So it's saying the JPY was at 46 yesterday. And then if I just pull this down, it says it's at 52 today, and it's just not so. I don't know. I'll troubleshoot that on my own time, but I'm trying to decide which of these buffer reports I like the best. I really like this one when the market was pulling back, because we can see which of the high volatility funds went down more, and there was ZIVB, but it was also the one that recovered faster, but we can kind of visually see that. ZIVB's the orange one. We can see that SVOL, and SVOL is the red one, and it was also down quite a bit. It was down 3.5%, and then on Monday it was down 6.33%, but then it came firing back, also up 4.6% on Tuesday, flat on Wednesday, but we could see how they recover. So I'll work on this and make this one. I need to work on this one and make this one better. All right, guys. So look for that 12 o'clock meeting with me. If you can be there, that's great. If not, I'm sorry. But then also look for the after the market interview with Jay. And even if I don't broadcast it live, I'll just record it and then put it up right after I speak with them. All right, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Don't forget, if you feel like it, you can always support the station by donating to PayPal. I appreciate all of your support, and I will talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.